I'll tell you the reason I'm asking you this. All the tosses that I've seen, the captains have first gone in for bowling.
No, because I feel the wicket doesn't change much, and to be honest, in the evening game, the dew might play a factor. So that is why this is because this is our strategy. Because obviously initially 3 games, the team won the toss, they fielded, and obviously me playing for DY Patil since last 7 8 years, we know the wicket doesn't change much. So obviously fielding would be a good option.
How's your team composition looks like?
Like obviously many players from Bombay and other parts of the country. Like obviously we have Sarfaraz Khan, we have Yash Dhul, we have Ravi Bishnoi, some good young talent in our team, and obviously playing together with them since few years. Obviously it'll be fun and we'll enjoy, I guess.
All right. Bharat, you've been batting first. Does that change anything in your game plan?
We would have wanted to bowl first as well. I thought wicket gets better and chasing becomes easier, and our strength is also batting. So, but it's okay. I think we need to get a solid total on board. We're thinking about 200 and plus, and hopefully restrict them.
And how do you think the concept of impact player is going to reflect on different areas?
See, for us, impact player does come into effect, as in, I mean, of course, they will. You know, you can change a particular bowler or a batter, and that's of course going to help us in winning the game.
Last question. What is the total that you look at?
About 200 should be good. I think we should be able to defend that.
Superb. So yesterday we saw a total of 193 runs, and now Bharat is very confident that he'll get to a total of 200 plus. So the news from the center is DY Patil B Group has won the toss and they have selected to field first and have invited Canara Bank to bat first. We'll be back with the live footages very soon. Till then, it's toss time. That's over. Now it's time for the live match. Patil T20 Cup 17th year that you're watching now. This is the 17th edition, and the day 2 has already started with a lot of exciting moments. RBI winning the game by 7 wickets in the first one, and now it's time for Canara Bank versus DY Patil B Group. So DY Patil B Group winning the toss and deciding to field first, and inviting Canara Bank to bat first. It's going to be an interesting contest because you've seen the first match. Again, a big scoring game, 170 that was needed. But now in the second game, let's see how many runs are we going to get here. Well, the players are ready. Again, power play overs. So you can see a lot of fielding that is inside the 30-yard circle. First slip. Is it or is it not? No, it's not gonna be there. I think they have decided to put a first slip now. So you can see the first slip also coming in the picture. The very first ball. Here we go. Wonderful delivery. Again, the bounce has been very regular on this wicket. Even if it is first match or the second match, we've seen the Pacers getting a good bounce early in the innings. The power play overs. What kind of an action that we are going to watch in the power play? Wonderful delivery. Very close to the bat. It was a half-hearted appeal, but you can see some movement right in the first over. Well, again, look at that. This time he got the ball closer to the batsman. The earlier one was angling just outside the off stump and straight got some movement, went to the keeper. But this time, if you see, he was bowling that on the off stump and then getting closer to the batsman. Probably he's looking to hit those pads very soon. And of course, when you get that bounce, when you get that movement into the wicket, it's all that a good side that a bowler wants to see. Look at that, once again getting closer to the batsman. So 2 balls that have come closer. Probably now there is a slip position over there. So if this ball he's trying to move away from the batsman, then there is a chance whether the batsman can make that mistake or not. Because 2 balls that he's bowled it on off stump and leg stump. But this time, if he plans to take it away from the off stump, then it could be a trap for the batsman. 2 good deliveries, very good deliveries that we've seen. And this is an interesting game of cricket that has started with this power play over. Once again, good bounce straight to the fielder. Baltej Singh starting off pretty interesting turn of events here. He's not got a wicket or he's not got even a close call. There was one ball that went away from the batsman, but it was still very closer to the bat. But the interesting thing that we've seen the variations in his bowling, and that's somewhere down the line is going to be very interesting to watch the contest between these two. A top leading edge, and that will travel for the boundary. Very lucky this time, Anuj Rawat. End of the first over, it's 4 for no loss. 5 for no loss, sorry. Well, it's still one to go in this over. Fresh over में ले लो, fresh over में. अभी ये last ball है, fresh over में ले लो. Set कर रहे हैं. Straight to the fielder, and that will be the end of the over. After the end of first over, it's 5 runs on the scoreboard. Well, so the pace attack continues from the other end. Ajay Singh has been introduced now in the second over. And on strike, it is Karun Nair. Again, a wonderful player who's played for India, Karun Nair. And on the other hand, we have Anuj Rawat. So Karun and Anuj. Well, the first over, you've seen Baltej Singh with his variations. And now it's Ajay Singh. The pace attack continues from Dyp Patil B group. Again, on to the leg side. This will be called wide by the umpire. So probably it's the early phase where he's trying to figure out his line and length. Maybe he should stick and bowl to those 3 sticks. Karun Nair at the strike end. Well, again, the power play setup, if you've seen most of the players inside the 30-yard circle, you can see a point, short covers, short extra covers, mid on, mid off, short fine leg. Then you have a short third man. It's a pretty good field setup that you would ideally see. Once again, better this time for the left-handed batsman. Well, again, he went right around the wicket for the left-hander batsman. Now, it's important to see is he going to bowl on the 3 sticks. You saw a couple of extras from Ajay. Straight down the ground, and that's to the mid-on region. Karun Nair trying to get some room here, get some gaps. Well, of course, the advantage that you have to take in the power play overs. He's a fantastic striker of the ball. Again, a quick single that he will have to steal. Close chance for the fielder, but could not collect the ball. And that will be an easy single. And that is a big one. This will go into the trees and will be lost. What a shot! Once again, connected it middle of the bat, but straight to the fielder this time towards the deep square leg, and that will also be the end of the over. A fantastic sixer that we've seen in this over. After the end of 2 overs, it is 17 for no loss. This will travel and travel fine. Ajay cannot stop it. Well, he tried his best to stop that ball, but he couldn't stop it. The ball had the pace and a pretty fast outfield that we've seen. Anuj Rawat and Karun Nair. This one's in the air and almost coming towards the commentary box. This will also fly like forever. Another sixer. Good start for Canara Bank. Two big sixes that we've seen from Anuj. That's again nicely tapped for a quick single. Rotates the strike. This time onto the leg side. Gets a quick single here. And Karun is doing the right thing. Anuj on one side is hitting it all across the ground. He's giving more and more strike to the attacking batsman at the moment, which is a good thinking, good teamwork. Bit of a change in the pace, but way outside the off stump, and that will be given wide. Close. If he would have hit that directly, misses the stumps, and the batsman is inside the crease. Quick run again. The running has been really good, very impressive. And even those singles are getting added to the scoreboard, which makes a difference. And end of 3 overs, it is 32 for no loss. 24 that Anuj is playing on, and Karun is playing on 3. Start of another over. Ajay Singh getting replaced now after that expensive first over. Ravi Bishnoi comes to the attack. Again, straight down the ground, straight to the fielder, standing at point. This one's in the air, and I think he's found the gap as well. Fantastic shot towards the covers region. That will go for a boundary. Ravi Bishnoi again the stats talk for himself. 37 IPL matches, 10 international T20s, 1 ODI. The right arm leg spin bowler. "37 wickets in IPL and 16 wickets in international T20. Ravi Bishnoi at the bowling end. This is an inside edge, and this will travel to the boundary. Very unlucky Ravi this time. Well, on moments like this, the bowlers are very unlucky, but the batsmen are very lucky to get that edge, and the ball still travels to the boundary. Thick inside edge on the previous delivery, which you saw that went for a boundary. This time trying to flick that out into the gap, and this will go for a boundary as well. This is one more big hit, and that will clear the cover boundary as well. That's gone for a boundary. Playing at an average of 12 runs per over. 4 overs have gone, 48 runs on the scoreboard already. How many more do they have in their mind? There are still more two power play overs that are remaining. But Ajay Singh, Ravi Bishnoi have gone in for a lot of runs. If you've seen, especially in the last over, Ravi Bishnoi proving to be a little bit expensive. Now the captain has come to the center at the bowling end, and Shashank Singh will be bowling to Anuj. Again, the left and right hand batsman combination from Canara Bank. Karun Nair on the other hand, and one side it's Anuj. Oh, this could have been close, and this could have been caught. I think he's hurted his finger. The ball was very difficult, the way it was going. A good try by the fielder in the end. This one is long and handsome. Sixer. Fantastic striker, middle of the bat. This went for almost a long miles towards the mid-wicket boundary. Beautiful hit. Low full toss ball driven away and straight to the fielder. Bit of a misfield that will allow them to take the second run as well. Baltej Singh, who is standing at the mid-off region. Inside edge, but nicely kept. Nicely kept by Sarfaraz. Very difficult to stop these, but the eyes were on the ball. And nicely kept behind the stumps. Bouncing ball and sent back towards the mid-wicket boundary for a sixer. Well, a wonderful length delivery coming into the position very early. Good feet movement and puts it away for that mid-wicket boundary. And this time he goes straighter. And one more boundary for Anuj. Anuj Rawat already playing on 46. Karun Nair on 19. 70 runs after the end of 5. And the way the bat bowling has been there, look at that. The figures: 2 overs by 2 overs by Baltej Singh and 20 runs conceded. Shashank Singh another 22. Ravi Bishnoi 1 over and 16 runs. Ajay Singh another 11. So look at the bowling figures. Sagar Uddeshi now, what is he going to do? Because now there needs to be a bowler who will stop these flying runs that are coming. And they're coming pretty fast. 70 runs of just 5 overs. And there is still one more over to go of that power play. Spinner comes into the attack. Sagar. Can he change things here? Stepping down the crease, Karun Nair gets a single at the long on region. Now Anuj, what does he have in his mind? Is he going to attack the spinner as well, the way he did for all the pacers? Or is he going to take the back seat? Straight to the fielder. Low full toss ball in the air, and that's gone all the way for a sixer. This time he clears the long on boundary. This is marvelous batting, and he's got a half century as well. Low full toss ball again, played it in the gap. There is a huge gap towards the deep mid wicket region. A long chase there for Ravi Bishnoi. Does it well in the end. Well, another single now. You'll see a lot of singles coming from the next over as well. But the way Anuj is playing, he's still in a mood to hit those boundaries and sixes all over the ground. End of the power play overs, and after the end of 6 overs, it is 80 for no loss. Well, that's a good save. Ravi Bishnoi back to the attack. Couple of runs added to the total. But Anuj today, the way he's played the innings, fantastic batter. Sixes and boundaries, he's hit to all parts of the ground. Absolutely brilliant. This time, what a shot! Almost on the crease, but still got the boundary as well. This one's in the air and will travel long, long, long for a long on boundary. A big sixer. Nice use of the wrist, and we'll only get a single. Well, we've seen so many sixes from him today. And every six, it was longest than the previous one. Fantastic batting. Absolutely thrashed the bowlers. We'll have to get more. Meanwhile, have this. This one's on the leg side, gets a single. Karun Nair playing a steady innings, but on the other hand, Anuj, 68 runs already. Ravi Bishnoi, what is going on in his mind? He needs a breakthrough. He needs the wicket that he is looking for. But another couple of runs easily. Good running between the wickets. And it's time for a drinks break. This time Karun Nair dances down the crease and that will be a big sixer. Well, the weather outside is hot, but I can tell you one thing. It's raining sixes here at the D.Y. Patil University ground. Back-to-back power hitting you can see from both these batsmen. Be it the power play overs and be it the overs after power play. I think for them all the overs are a power play, because it's massive hitting from both ends. Massive hitting. It was Anuj first, and now even Karun Nair has joined the party of sixes. Full toss ball. This time it's Anuj. They'll get couple of runs. Karun will have to hurry, but he reaches safe. The throw was very wide. Another couple of runs added to the total. 106 runs already in the 8th over. And how many are we going to see more? Well, during the toss, I remember Bharat Chipli said that, you're looking for a 200 plus. Never knew he was that serious. Very well bowled. Very well bowled. This time didn't try to push it too hard. Quick single. Karun Nair back on strike now. Straight to the fielder. And that will also be the end of another good over. 8 overs have gone and it's 107 for 0. Well, Anuj on one end is unstoppable. DY Patil B group is desperately looking for a wicket, and that's a discussion between Ajay Singh and Shashank. That, hey look, if we don't get a wicket here, then it's a problem. We need a breakthrough, we need that icebreaker, and we need that ASAP. I think he missed his run up. Well, if you've seen the batting today by Anuj, he's hit almost all corners of the ground. I don't think there is one corner that is left or the ball has not seen when it is gone outside the boundary. Fantastic. Oh, just places his bat and a glorious boundary. He was bowled much fuller, but all he did was just placing the bat at the right spot. And the pace of the ball did the rest. It reached its destination, that is boundary. Fantastic striker, Anuj. Full toss ball, and that will be a no ball. No, says Karun for the second one. You're doing good. Let's stick to a single on this one. And a no ball. And a free hit. A license to hit anywhere in the ground without even having the fear of getting out. You can hit it anywhere in the ground now. This is a free hit. This is where you get the license to do anything. Now, is Karun Nair going to utilize this? Or is Ajay going to stop him? Great contest between the two, especially on the free hit. Wonderful delivery. And now the score reaches 118 already. Outside the off stump and way wider. And that will be given as wide. Extra run also added. Well, for sure, Diva Patil B group will have to chase a big total. Interesting move. Low full toss ball in the air for some time, but straight to the fielder. Another single that will get added to the total. Karun Nair comes back on strike. That one's on the pad, a long appeal and a loud appeal. The umpire's not convinced. The ball did kept low. It's probably the inside edge. It could be bat pad. Well, they are appealing for it. The keeper heard something. And that will be the end of the ninth over. And after the end of 9 overs, it is 120 for no loss. Well, it's more of the singles now that we've seen, but What an hammering by both these batsmen, especially Anuj. All the sixes to all parts of the ground. And huge sixes, not just sixes, but huge sixes that travel long distance. Score is already 121. This time hits it towards the backward point region, gets a single. It's Anuj back to the crease. Sagar. Well, all these spinners, they're desperately looking for a wicket here. Beautiful delivery. Well, I think this is where they can now hold the batsman back and probably get a breakthrough here, because that is what is required here. One wicket. Good use of the power play over by both these batsmen. And even after the power play, the hard hitting continued from both the ends. Canara Bank will be eyeing for a 200 plus in this game for sure. And it won't be any surprise. The way they have played till now, both the batsmen, they've expressed themselves very freely today. Very freely, I would say. Right from ball one, they were on to a task to make good use of the power play overs. And after that, it's now moment to capitalize to make it even bigger, even larger than life. Day 2 of this 17th edition of DY Patil T20 Cup. And we have seen so much of action already. This time into the gap, the dive will not help the ball to travel to the boundary. (129 runs after the end of 10 overs. And what a start by Canara Bank. Did not win the toss, but were put to bat first. And after that, well, all I'll say that both these boys are enjoying themselves inside the crease. Anuj on 86, Karun on 35. The opening partnership has taken the innings to a different altitude. Change in the bowling attack. 10 overs have gone, and now it's Shams Mulani. Shams will have to be aware that do not bowl in the wrong areas. Look at that immediate attack on Shams. This is a good strategy and a very old strategy by the batsman, that whenever any batsman is in form, he always likes to attack the first few balls of a new bowler, or if there is a bowling change, just to put that reverse pressure on to the bowler. Steps down the crease, gets a single here. Karun Nair has been equally a good support throughout the innings. This is in the air and traveling miles into the long off region. That's a sixer. Cuts it. Wanted to slice that one between the short third man and the backward point. Much aware of where he can find the gaps. This time it's a very good effort, I would say, by Ajay Singh behind the stumps, but he will go for the second one as well. "95 runs that Anuj is playing on now. More 5 and he will be reaching his century. That's a thick edge, and I don't think so anybody will be able to stop that one. Moves to 99 now. End of 11 overs, it's 143 for no loss. Well, all kinds of shots that we've seen now. Anuj is playing on 99. Karun Nair is on strike. 11 overs have been bowled and it's 143 for no loss. Gets a single and does the right thing to give strike to the partner who is on 99. Anuj. And what a brave innings by Anuj. Absolutely marvelous. Century. Beautiful. 8, 4, 7 sixes. 45 balls that he's faced and gets 100. Well, the score is 145 and he's got 100 of 45 balls. This is long, long, long and forever. Beautiful power hitting from both these batsmen. Anuj just completed his century, and now Karun Nair. Karun Nair is playing on 43. Another single added to the total. Insane hitting by Anuj and Karun. One more! This time, the player coming under it, and he will be gone. But what a fabulous inning by Anuj. Magnificent. Look at the bowling figures. Sagar going for 44. Shashank Singh another 22. Ravi Bishnoi another 33 after 2. Ajay Singh another 24 in 2. Baltej Singh 20 in 2. And Shams Mulani 14 of just 1 over that is bowled. So bowlers have, I mean, they've been thrashed, and these figures can tell you the reality. Absolutely power hitting by Karun Nair and Anuj Rawat. And the first breakthrough comes with that shot of Anuj that was straight taken by the fielder. 151, the first wicket is lost. And now it's Karun Nair who is on 44. So Darshan Misal comes to the center to join Karun Nair, and I think the tone has been set by the batsman. Could have been a close call, but Karun was way outside the crease. Played it on the up, gets a single. Onto the leg side, gets a single again. Well, so he's decided to reach his half century with singles. But insane hitting by both the batsmen, Anuj and Karun. Karun was still moving his innings steady, but Anuj was blasting the ball everywhere in the ground. There's no corner of the ground that is left. The ball. Reverse sweep, and that works, clears the man inside the 30-yard circle, and that will go for a boundary. This time slices the ball towards the covers region, gets a single. That will also be the end of the over. It's 166 after the end of 13 overs. So it's Ravi Bishnoi back to the attack. Shot of the length delivery, pushed it into the gap. There's a fielder, and I think he's gone. The finger goes up, and a wicket falls down. Darshan will have to go back to the dugout. Just pushes it softly. Gets a single. This one's in the air. There's a thick top edge. Player coming under it, and will be an easy catch. So Karun Nair, after an innings of 45 runs, tries to go for a big one and is caught. Two wickets have gone down, and they still have that open scope of going 200 plus. I don't think so 200 will be an issue, but it's moreover to see how many runs that they put up onto the total. Do they target a score of 250 runs or maybe 250 plus? Because they're already playing on 168. So they still have 6 overs after this. Is the 13th or 14th over that is in progress. Ravi Bishnoi, very expensive today. 35 runs already that is given in his spell. This time cuts it, but a good stop there by the fielder. Flicks it on the onside, gets a single. That's a thick edge, and that will travel for a boundary. Fantastic shot. Well, look at the performance today. 14 overs, 173 already. 200 plus, but how many runs in the end? That is something that you'll have to wait and watch in those overs which are coming in. This one's in the air and could be a catch, and a beautiful catch in the end. Wicket number 3 gone down. Bharat Chipli trying to go for that big one. Nicely caught there. Ravi Bishnoi taking that catch. Travelled quite a mile for taking that catch, but in the end gets his man out. It's Pallav and Siddharth now at the crease. 173 for 4. And it's Shams Mulani who picked up that wicket. Straight to the fielder. No chance there for a run. This one's straight to the fielder. Just one bounce and another single. Was looking for that gap between deep mid wicket and deep square leg, but didn't quite really hit it into the gap. Now there is a deep covers, there's a short backward point, there's a short third man, and there's a short extra covers, but he will move the ball towards the leg side. Another single. Well, I think all they'll have to be good enough to now start looking towards a big score. They will get 200 by default, but it's what is the total that they are targeting to? Maybe they should start planning for it now itself. Another bounce and straight to the fielder. "15 overs have gone and it's 176 for 4. Ravi Bishnoi continues edge that will travel for a boundary behind the stumps. Very difficult for us to get hold of it. Who's standing behind the stumps? These are these edges that will go in fraction of seconds from your eyes. Very difficult to stop. Very difficult to stop. But this time he's got it fine, and I think that will clear the boundary as well. Yes, it does. Two consecutive boundaries. The first one, I think the batsman was lucky, but the second one, he went for that sweep shot and out of the park. Close one. If he would have collected that very well, and if the throw would have gone back to the stumps. 187 now for the loss of 4 wickets. But still, after this, there are 3 overs remaining. And it will be interesting to watch the final score. So 4 overs, bit of a correction here. 4 overs after this. Ravi Bishnoi with his last over of this spell. 52 runs that is conceded already. And this is the one that moves away from the batsman. Very well bowled. Shot of the length delivery and played it towards the deep mid wicket region. Gets a single, and that will be the end of the spell of Ravi Bishnoi. 53 runs that he's conceded in the 4 overs that he's bowled. End of the over. It's 169 for 4. 189 for 4. Goes for a pull shot, but not quite middled it that well. Still will manage to get a single here. Change in the bowling. It's Shams Mulani, who's picked up a wicket, comes to bowl his last over of the spell. Goes on to the back foot, straight to the long on fielder Baltej. Gets another single. This one's in the air, but will fall a long way short before the fielder could collect it. Gets a single again. Well, that is away from the off stump, and by runs called by the umpire. Straight down the ground, good stop on his own follow through. $193 already for Canara Bank, and it will be a long total, a very big total. A Mount Everest almost to climb for the DY Patil B group. Wide ball there on the previous one. Again trying to put this one into the gap. Gets a single. And also the end of 17 overs. It's 195 for 4. So it's Baltej Singh coming back to the attack. He's conceded 20 runs of 2. that he's bowled, and now he will be coming for his second spell. Palav playing on 17 and Siddharth playing on 8. More 5 runs to get to the 100, but interesting to watch is what is the grand total going to be? What is the target that is going to be set by the batsmen of Canara Bank? The openers have done a fantastic job. Now it's the middle order who will have to finish it just the way it started. Baldev looking much better now with a good line to the left-hander. Early in the innings, they conceded. In fact, all the pacers today conceded for a lot of runs. Not just pacers, but even the spinners. Anuj was in a different mood today. If nobody would have stopped him, he would have even tried for 150. Short of the length delivery, an intentional bouncer. Straight to the keeper this time, and will be given wide. Baltej is not just very happy with that decision, but I think it was way outside the off stump, and even the batsman was asking the umpire, and finally it's been given wide. This time it's in the air, but not quite connected well. Man coming under it, and that will be a wicket. Ravi Bishnoi takes a beautiful catch. Wicket falls down. Palav trying to play that towards the square boundary, and Ravi Bishnoi takes an easy catch. Pulls that one for a single towards the mid wicket region. Good bouncer. A very thoughtful bouncer to end that over. And after the end of 18 overs, it's 197 for 5. Good start. This one's in the air and a player coming under it, but that will be short of him. Well, he had to cover a lot of ground, but no chance there. But good try, good stop in the end. 198 for 5. Again, this will again fall in no man's land. Was trying to hit it too hard, but didn't quite time it that properly, or probably did not hit the middle of the bat. Just one run remaining to get to that 200 mark. Straight down the ground, and that will be a single. 200. Reaches 200 runs. Another single. Intended bouncer by Shashank Singh, but that will be given wide by the umpire. Was a good bouncer, but it travelled a lot above to the batsman, above his head, and that will be surely given a wide ball. Good effort by Shashank. This is gone long, long, long and forever. Fantastic shot there by Pawan. .208, and it's all now boiled down to the last over of this first innings. 208 on the scoreboard, and it's the last over now that will tell us what is the target that DY Patil B group is going to come out to chase. the 17th edition of DY Patil T20 Cup, and calling it home of cricket. And why not? All these players have played somewhere the most prestigious DY Patil Cup, a journey of 17 years. That one's in the gap, and you can only be a spectator on that one. Goes for a boundary. Saw a lot of players also sending us the wishes through social media. We saw Shreyas Iyer giving his best wishes to all his players and colleagues. We saw Surya Kumar Yadav giving his best wishes for this DY Patil T20 Cup. And why not? When you have raining sixes like this, it becomes more and more interesting, and you want to play this DY Patil T20 Cup again and again. How many of sixes that we have seen today? Don't know about what's happening outside, but here it's the marathon of success, sixes that we have seen, and also a good success for Canara Bank. This will travel for a boundary straight down the ground. Siddharth has nothing to lose, and that will be a clean bowled. All the bails on the ground, and Baltej picks up a wicket. Gets a single, and anything that you are going to score above 200, it's always going to be a bonus. So the players are just trying to make it bigger and larger. Marvelous power hitting right from the start that we've seen. Anuj Rawat and even Karun Nair in the start. After that, a lot of good innings that we've seen. This will be a run out, and also the end of the innings. So it's 200 and final score. Summary टाकायला सांगता. 224 for 7 that they have finished their innings, and it will be 225 runs to win this game. Look at the scores here. Look at the figures here. They just tell you the story of this big total. 106 runs started by Anuj. Then it was 45 added by Karun. Then a good innings by Siddharth of 24 runs. and then it was little bits of pieces added by Palav and Pawan. But overall, if you have to see, the bowling figures have gone for a toss, 13 extras of that. But what numbers you will see that will impress you at the batting end. Bowling figures, very difficult to even describe the situation of all the bowlers. Look at that, Shams Mulani, 29 of 4. Sagar Uddeshi, of course, 44 runs after the end of 4. It was Ravi Bishnoi who also took that hitting a lot, 53 of the 4 that he bowled. And then Ajay Singh finishing off in 24 for just 2 overs that he's bowled. Shashank again, 33 runs that he considered of 2. So you cannot expect much of a good bowling figures, because when you have batsmen playing and attacking right from the ball 1, you can only imagine some bad figures out there in the bowling department. But that's the story of first innings, and we will be back soon with the second innings as the DY Patil B group comes out to chase a mammoth total, a very big total of 225 runs in just 120 deliveries that they will have to face. The ground, and that will be a boundary. DY Patil B group, both the batsmen are back on the crease for second innings. Nutan Goyal and Tanmay Mishra. The very first ball attacking stroke, and of course when you have 225 to chase in front of you, you cannot be going on the back foot. You have to play on the front foot. You have to target big shots. You have to take as many as risk you can, because the only thing that will matter now is the approach of both these batsmen in the second innings. 225 is not a small total, especially in a T20 format. This one's on the leg side. That will travel for a mid-wicket boundary. As I said, the approach is important. Because there is always going to be a run rate pressure in your mind, and you have to make the best use of the power play over the way the batsmen of Canara Bank, Anuj and Karun, did in the first innings. A very good decision. And that is a thick edge that will travel for third man boundary. Thirteen runs of the first over, and interesting to watch how the power play overs are going to go, because one, there is a run rate pressure. Two, you have to keep your wickets as long as you can, build the partnerships the way Karun and Anuj did in the first innings. Oh, this is a good one. This is a wonderful delivery by NC Ayappa. Look at that, how close that was. How close that was. This one's in the air, and that will clear the man inside the 30-yard circle, but surely almost had stopped that, and I think he's done a good work in the deep. Well, captain doing the running around there at the mid-off region. Good stop there by Bharat Chipli. Batsman dances down the crease, and this will be a boundary towards the deep square leg region. Nutan Goyal, you can't wait, you can't go on the back foot, because if you wait, then the game is over. 225 runs is the target. Every ball is an opportunity to smash it outside the ground. And it's a good start by Dyp Patil B group as well. This time it's a little wider, and that will go towards the deep mid-wicket boundary. That's a thick edge behind the stumps, and it will go for a third man boundary again. Steps down the crease, and chance of a cotton bolt. He's hit that with a lot of power. The bowler will feel the pain. I don't think he's okay. He's for sure hit that very badly. And he might need some kind of a medical assistance. Look at that. Sudden shock with that ball coming onto him. "28 runs after the end of 2 overs." Let's look at that ball once again. He hits and it just comes back to him. Pretty dangerous. Broke the bracelet though, I think. The one that he was wearing in his hand, but it's all good. And now the spin attack has been introduced early into the innings. Looking at the way both these batsmen are playing the pacers. In just 2 overs, even they are at a decent run rate of 14 runs per over, and immediately the captain wants to correct things from here. Gets a spinner. Tries to play across the line. The bowler is pretty confident. But was that bat first and then the pad? No, he's given it leg by. So it was not bat for sure. In the air, straight down the ground, and that will go for a boundary. Nutan Goyal looking very strong and solid. Slow one, thick edge, straight to the short third man. Gets a quick single. No waiting and no looking back is the message from the dugout by the coach and the captain. We have to hit every ball, no matter how it comes, at what speed it comes. But all you got to do is hit them to all the parts of the ground, the way the opening batsman did for Canara Bank. In the similar fashion, you have to open the innings with a grand shots to all parts of the ground. You don't have the chance to wait. It's a clear message. Almost there onto the stumps. He had a bullseye to hit that. Does a good job in the end, but a cheeky single has been stolen now. Every ball is a mode of attack, and they realize that because it's the power play overs. You cannot be standed inside the crease and try to hit shots on the back foot, but you have to charge down. Look at that, trying to go away from the crease. Good throw by the keeper. The batsman had to hurry in the end. "36 runs already on the scoreboard, and that will be one more delivery to go in this over. And after this, there will be more 3 overs of power play. Interesting to watch the contest, that how many runs that they will get in that power play overs. The start is good, and if they continue in the same fashion, it is going to be another interesting match to watch on through the leg side, and that will be the end of the over. 36 for no loss after the end of 3 overs. This one's into the gap and hit it with a lot of power. Played it inside out, and that reaches to the extra covers boundary. This one's in the air, and that will travel a mile long away from the boundary. Sixer. Great shot, and even the Dyp Patil B group has taken the challenge openly. And he's gone. The first breakthrough comes. The breakthrough that they were looking for comes in the 4th over. Wicket number 1 goes down at 46. To the center, new batsman to the crease. This time trying to get some runs on the leg side. Didn't quite connect it middle of the bat. Will get only a single. Well, trying to play on the leg side. The wicket keeper is very confident about that nick, and the batsman knows it. He's gone. Wicket falling down. So 2 wickets have gone down and 2 big wickets have gone down. DY Patil B group in spot of bother, because wickets is the only thing that they will be looking for. End of 4 overs and it's 48 for 2. Had to steal that single. Every ball there is a run that is needed. Sarfaraz Khan joins Yashdul, who is in the center right now. So 2 more overs of power play and 2 more interesting contests to watch in these 2 overs against these two batsmen. The spin attack is been introduced and they have got the results as well. Appaina is the bowler who's already picked up 1 wicket. So it's going to be an interesting contest. This one's into the gap and that will race away for a boundary. Fantastic strike towards the offside. Well, just comes into the position very early. Look at the footwork. The moment he saw that the ball is going to be at a low full toss height, he adjusted his line and then played the shot with the spin. This time played it little on the up, straight to the fielder, and will get a single. So Sarfaraz Khan, again a power hitter. What does he has in his mind? Has the potential to score big. And the stats say for itself. Sarfaraz Khan, 46 IPL matches, 532 runs at the average of 24.2, and in the first class cricket, 37 matches, 3,505 runs at a average of 79.7. Fantastic stats that you have. Right-handed batsman Sarfaraz Khan is inside the crease now, and a lot will be resting on his shoulder, because the early 2 wickets, and after that you have to now capitalize the innings. You have to now make it big, because it's now or never. The run rate is going to increase. 225, a Mount Everest that you have to climb, and it cannot be with singles and doubles. You have to get good overs. You have to get consecutive good overs to change the equation in the game. Good shot there towards the deep mid-wicket region, and will only get a single. But the only thing is that if he is looking for the gaps, he has to hit at the right gaps. End of the over, and it is 58 runs after the end of 5 overs. $225 runs to win. The game is still on. 15 overs more to go, and it's the approach that we've seen. It's very positive, but early 2 wickets have put that back sit onto Dyp Patil B group. But still, there is a lot to come in the game. There is a lot to be played in the game, and it's T20 game. It's the fastest format in the cricket, so you can expect a lot of big shots, some raining sixes, some free-flowing boundaries that can come time and again. But the only thing is that you have to find out right gaps. Still the power play, last over of the power play, and you still see a lot of the fielding restrictions are still there. And that's a good shot by Sarfaraz, swept away towards the square leg boundary. Marvelous. This time in the air, and what a catch! What a catch! Sarfaraz is shocked. So a big wicket gone, and Sarfaraz is back in the dugout, but the target doesn't change. The run scoring is still a task in front of the batsman. Now a new batsman joins the crease. It's Rinku Singh who is joining Yashdul. Yash was there in the crease for a long time. Now he's wanting to play a big innings here. Sarfaraz Khan was looking very good. That one boundary towards the mid-wicket region with that sweep. And then in the similar fashion, he wanted to go for one more. Long appeal, big appeal. Umpire's not interested. But a good shout there. Puts pressure every time you go for that big shout. Well played it with not too much of that power, but just trying to push that one towards the deep mid-wicket region. Gets a single. Well, the run rate is already climbing very high. 225 runs to win was never going to be an easy target. Dyp Patil big group now will have to look for big hits, convert those singles and doubles into boundaries and sixes. Only then the pressure will be reducing. End of another over, and that is the end of all power play overs. 6 overs have gone, and it's 65 for 3. So Palav comes to the bowling end. The pace attack now goes for that block hole delivery right away. The intent is very clear for Canara Bank. They're looking for a wicket. There's nothing else that can now work for them, but it's only the wickets. Every wicket is going to add up that pressure onto the Dyp Patil B group. 3 early wickets, 3 big shocks early in the innings, power play overs. Another fantastic delivery, extra bit of pace on that one. Another single. Especially, I mean, when you get to that total of 200 plus or 180, 190, it's a different psychological release in which you come out back in the second innings to defend it, because one, that time you know that you can dominate the opponents by picking up early wickets, and that's exactly what Canara Bank has done. If you've seen the first innings, they predominated with their bat, and now those early bit of wickets, and still the try is to pick up 1 or 2 from here on as well, to put the opposition back into the back foot. This time a good try by Bharat Chipli, but cannot stop that ball, and that will travel for a boundary. 71 for 3, and Palav. Couple of more deliveries to go in this. Straight down the ground, but he'll have to hurry. The throw is at the right end, but the batsman was inside the crease. Good running between the wickets. So Nutan Goel replaces as an impact player for Sagar Udeshi. The new concept of impact players is actually impacting the game in the right way, in the right manner, and in a positive way. Shot of the length delivery and pulled away, but straight to the fielder. Almost had that in his hand, but dropped it and went for a sixer. So Naveen comes at the bowling end. And this will be a boundary. Fine connect between the bat and ball. This will race away for a square leg boundary. This time wants to go for the second one. Pushes himself hard in the first one. 2 easy runs for the batsman there. Yash looking very steady. Consistency in scoring runs at regular intervals is going to be the key for DY Patil B group, because it's just not good overs that may come or might not come. You have to make it happen. You have to make those runs come, and at regular intervals, because every over is going to reduce that 1 over from that 20 over game. So you have to make sure that the run rate matches the requirement that you have. The escalating run rate is going to happen after every over. If you don't get a boundary or a sixer, or probably 10 or 11 runs, or maybe 8-9 runs in per over. So the calculation while you're chasing such a big total has to be that what is my per over target run that I have to score in order for me to get to that total. You have to back calculate, you have to reverse calculate all these permutation combinations, and then start building your strategy when you're chasing such a big score. Look at that, good shot, but straight to the fielder. Another dot ball. Now every dot ball is adding that extra bit of pressure onto the batsman, and eventually they will be desperate to hit a wrong shot, and this might even go against them, because the more and more you are going to hit the ball in the right areas, get runs every over. If you're on an average getting a run rate of 10 to 11, 12 runs per over, then you are at least progressing in some path. Good try, a very good effort there by the fielder. It was in the air for a long time, but not very closer to the fielder. He had to dive for it. Beautiful try in the end. 86 for the loss of 3 wickets, and they still need a lot of runs to get there. A lot of runs to get there. Straight down the ground will be a long chase, but there is a long on fielder who will cut that off. And they'll get only a single to end that over. 87 runs after the end of 8 overs. It's still the journey of 12 overs that we have to still see. A lot can happen in cricket. It's a game of uncertainties. So there is a lot of batting that is still remaining. There's a lot of bowling that is still remaining. But 12 overs is all that Dyp Patil has. And in that 12 overs, they have to recreate and create that magic. That's in the air and almost coming towards the commentary box. That's a big one. It's a sixer. The home of cricket is here at the 17th edition of Dyp Patil T20 Cup. Bigger and better and larger every year. The magnitude just keeps on escalating and touches a new height every year. Dyp Patil T20 Cup 2023. Direct hit can be a little risky, but the batsman reaching at ease. Oh, that's a fine shot. That will go for a fine leg boundary. Good shot in the end, but what a stop on the boundary. Good running between the wickets. Was a long chase for the fielder, but eventually getting there at ease. Chaha hai. In the air, one bounce, couple of bounces to the fielder. But are these singles and doubles really helping the situation? The target here, 223, and you still need a lot many of those 101 that DY Patil B group is on. Look at that. Required run rate is 11.10. That is brilliant. That is fantastic and out of the park. This is where now you have to be absolutely consistent. Sixes, boundaries is the language. That is going to solve a lot of problems here, especially the escalating run rate. 11.10 runs that you require if you have to get to that total. DY Patil B group is 100 up. Well, starts off with a wide. 108 on the scoreboard. 225 runs to win. Couple of wides, couple of extras, but I think the bigger target in their mind is to pick up more 2 wickets from here on, to put DY Patil B group completely into the back speed. Just trying to push that one. Didn't really play that very hard, but what a fielding. Good collect, good throw from the deep, and only a single given. Onto the leg side. That will be a wide ball. Another wide ball. So too many extras coming in this over. That is middle of the bat and gone all the way for a sixer. This time trying to punch that one on the offside. Didn't quite time it pretty well, but will manage to get a single. Straight to the fielder. Had a bullseye, but probably he got thinking and did not throw at the stumps. Good single stolen. Straight to the covers boundary. Gets couple of runs. And now they know they have to convert those singles into doubles, get boundaries, sixes, because not too many those moments will stay for you with you for a long time. Especially when you're talking about a T20 game, it's just a story of 1.5 hours. What a shot! That will go beyond the screen there. Fantastic hit straight down the ground. $128 now. Yes on 44. Yes on 44. Score. 128 runs for the loss of 3 wickets and 10 overs. So now the chances have become a little close, and it's gonna be a good fighting match between the two teams. Really don't know if it is a war of muscles or wall of power, but equal fight given. 128 runs, 10 overs have been bowled out. Well, that previous delivery, couple of runs, and then the wicket keeper throwing at the non-strikers end. They still got the third run with that overthrow. Again a single. But I think they're calculating that very well. The continuous calculation is going on in their mind, because if you have to get to that 225 score, then you have to make sure that the per over run rate that you require, you achieve it or you overachieve it to reduce the pressure that is coming later. Shot down the ground, again straight to the fielder. This one's in the air and also into the gap. One bounce and it will be into the extra covers boundary. End of that over, and that will be 137 for the loss of 3 wickets. Yash playing on 49 runs individual score. Again gets a single. No, it doesn't get a single. The very first ball that is bowled is a dot ball. This goes big, 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 and cannot be easily found out. And there you can see Dr. Vijay Patil, a visionary, and of course he's the president of D.Y. Patil University. The man who has that vision to create something special, something larger than life. Every time he takes any work in his guidance, it always goes bigger, it always becomes better. Puts a lot of thought, lot of detailing whenever he is in that working zone. A very humble personality, but wonderful person, and that is a reverse sweep, and that will go for a big sixer. Fantastic strike. Again, the ball past the batsman. Another reverse sweep, but this time straight in the hands of the fielder. Two runs that is gone for. What a chase. What a chase. What an effort. End of the over, and it is 151 after the end of 12 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. Straight down the ground, and that will be a big 6. And that 50 up for Yash. And what a fantastic innings in this big chase. He goes this time mid-wicket boundary. No run on that occasion. But the kind of boundary sixes that we have enjoyed throughout this first and the second innings is just amazing. Well, you don't even look for it, because it is going to travel above all the obstacles, and that will be a big sixer. Straight down the ground will be another single. Big scoring wickets. Big scoring wickets. Even yesterday in the second half, we saw a big total of 193 that was set up. And again now in this day 2, We saw a score of 225, which even Dyp Patil is chasing very well. B group. Score? किती बॉल किती पाहिजे आता? 42 balls remaining, 54 runs to win. Well, Rinku is playing on 47 runs. Both these batsmen taking the responsibility on their shoulders, and with singles, doubles, boundaries, sixes that started free flowing just 3-4 hours before, but in control, in complete control, I would say, of that run chase. Straight down the ground, but this time it will find the square leg boundary. Only a single there. That one's in the air and into the gap as well. Slower one in the air, but will fall in no man's land. Will only manage to get a single here. Well, Dyp Patil B group did not have a flying start like Canara Bank did, but I think the way they have carved the innings throughout, it was never about getting those maximum runs in the first 6 overs, but consistently playing. And one more 50 comes Rinku getting to his half century. Wonderful teamwork between these two. Rinku Singh getting a 50, Yash playing on 67. That's in the air, and finally a breakthrough. A wicket falls down at a very crucial moment. Rinku will have to depart. 180 after the end of 14 overs. Just gets a single there. Completely in control. Dyp Patil B group in this run chase, and what a fantastic way. Both the previous batsmen got their half centuries. Yes, she's still there at the crease. Rinku completing his 50 and then going for a big one. But he got out. Again, a good ball and equally played nicely. Slow one picked up nicely, and that will go big one into the sixer. The call was for two, but eventually stopped by the fielder, who came out running very nicely, threw the ball in time, could only get a single, but that sixer in the previous delivery was marvelous. Gets a single, and that will take the score to 190. What a run chase. More 35 runs needed. Dyp Patil B group very closer to that marvelous run chase. That is into the gap, and that will race away for a boundary. Full toss ball, and that is pulled away for a big sixer. Square leg boundary this time. This time outside the off stump, trying to stretch and reach straight to the keeper. 200 up for DY Patil B group. This is played really nice. Straight to the third man region, backward point region. Gets a single there. Just places the bat and directs it towards the backward point. And more 24 runs needed. Will they get these with boundaries and sixes, or will that be still not so easy to get? But the way both these batsmen are playing, I think they will try to attack only. Look at that. That will go for a boundary. Shashank Singh there. Too many runs and too many boundaries, too many sixes that we have seen in both the innings, and it's still on. And now the captain himself wants to finish things off pretty early. Again, trying to work it out on the leg side. Just gets a single, brings Yash back on strike. 35 ball 76. बॉल ना अनुज आणि नंतर कोण होता तो नायर Well, there is so much of a power hitting that has been done. What will happen to the ball? Only God can save it. And of course, that is going to be the concern of the umpires as well. And that's why the discussion, probably they'll change the ball. But 225, 24 runs in the first innings. Now the chase is as equal as that. They are very close to those winning runs. Straight to the keeper. Shashank Singh wanted to go towards the covers, extra covers region, but end of the over, and after the end of 16 over, it's 206 for 4. onto the pads. Big appeal, not given by the umpire. That is a big shot and marvelous sixer towards the extra covers. And now he wants to finish off as early as he can. Again, a good shot, a flat hit, and that will travel for a boundary at the extra covers region. And now just 8 runs needed. Will he finish it off in this over itself? In the air, and that will be a sixer. Very close to that winning runs now. Just 2 runs needed to win this game. Was an easy catch, dropped, and not just dropped, but dropped inside the 6. That was a wide ball and he realized it. Well, what a sad dismissal for Yash. Just very close to that winning runs. What a end for Yash. The ball was bowled too wide. Just one winning run that he really deserved to score. But what a marvelous chase this has been by DY Patil B Group. 224 and just 1 run needed to win this game. And the winning runs are here. Anuj Rawat, if one end was good, look at the second innings. Yash Dul with 86 runs of the 38 balls that he's faced. Rinku Singh adding another 50. Nutan Goel another 28. And then Shashank another 25. Great batting by the top order and also the middle order. Whereas if you see the bowling figures, Darshan going for 32 runs in his 3 over spell. Then it was Naveen who went in for 43. Darshan picking up 3 wickets in this 3 overs. He got 32, considered for 32 runs. Then it was Naveen who bowled a spell of 4 overs and got 43. Another 50 runs that he considered up and in 4 overs, and 29 runs conceded by Milind Ramesh in just 2 overs. So overall, these are the batting and bowling figures that have worked really fantastic. But what a chase by DY Patil B group. Initially, when they were not getting the flying start, and the things were not really working out for them, it was Yash and Rinku Singh who made that difference. So 17th DY Patil Cup 2023 Day 2, and what a match that we have witnessed between DY Patil B Group versus Canara Bank. And the star of the match is Yash Dul with that marvelous knock that you've played. First innings, 225 runs. And of course, when you're talking about a T20 game, 225 always is on the higher side. What were your thoughts when you went out to bat there? How difficult it was, or was it really easy to get runs?
नहीं, जब मैं खेलने गया था थोड़ा नर्वसनेस तो था क्योंकि 2 आउट हो गए थे, फिर सरफराज भाई आए वो भी आउट हो गए, तो यही था कि मैं इंजॉय करके खेलता रहूँ, अपना गेम लास्ट तक ले जाऊँ जितना ले जा सकता हूँ। और फिर हमारी पार्टनरशिप हुई मेरी रिंकू भैया के साथ, तो हमने अच्छा 3 ओवर 2 ओवर पहले ख़त्म करा गेम।
बट पहले 3 विकेट जब पावर प्ले ओवर में गए थे, तो आपको लगा था कि बैट पे बॉल इतनी आसानी से बाद में आएगी?
नहीं, शुरू में डिफ़िकल्ट था विकेट, उसके बाद जैसी लाइट्स ऑन हुई बॉल अच्छा आने लगा, स्किट कर रहा था बॉल, तो हम यही सोच रहे थे कि किस बॉलर को कब कैच करना है, उस अकॉर्डिंग हम खेल रहे थे।
और जब आप एक बड़ा टोटल चेस करने का सोचते हो, एक कैलकुलेशन दिमाग में चलता रहता है, एक बातचीत दोनों बल्लेबाजों में चलती रहती है, तो क्या बातचीत हो रही थी उस रिंकू और आपके उस पार्टनरशिप में? दोनों काफ़ी हम दिखे कि आप बातें कर रहे हैं, क्या चल रहा था वो डिस्कशन?
कुछ नहीं, हंस रहे थे हम तो, गाने सुन के इंजॉय कर रहे थे हम अपना गेम, और रन भी उसी हिसाब से बन रहे थे, हमने रन अच्छे भागे, डबल भागे, उससे प्रेशर दूसरी टीम बिल्कुल ही नीचे गिर जाती है, तो हमने पूरा डोमिनेट करके खेला उन पे।
क्या बात है, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस यश, और काफ़ी ऐसी पारियां हम और भी देखना चाहेंगे इस टूर्नामेंट में। थैंक यू सो मच, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस। एंड दैट वाज द स्टार ऑफ द मैच, यश डुल, स्कोरिंग 86 रन्स।